There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back.
So welcome to Leeds, everybody. I am on a little bit of an adventure today. I've come in on the train. Now, my brother's been doing loads of train trips recently, and he just mentioned it to me, and he said, you know, saves the hassle of driving, the expense of parking, because we all know city centres and town centres like to rip everybody off now when it comes to parking. So that is what I've done. For those of you who have not been before, Leeds is an incredible city, known for its shopping and its nightlife. But do you know what? We're going to look at some different things today. We're going to go off the beaten track, and we're going to go and see some places that you wouldn't normally visit when you come here. So forget about Harvey Nichols, and yeah, let's go and find something different, shall we? I'm heading across the road to Penny Pocket Park, which I'm starving hungry. I've not had any breakfast, so I grabbed a little bit of food in Marks and Spencer's, and because it's such a beautiful day, I thought I would eat al fresco today. Instead of going into a restaurant, yeah, let's make the most of this lovely sunshine. I've just sat in the shade. It's a bit hotter than what I thought it was going to be today. I'm not complaining. Do you know, it's so British, isn't it? Talking about the weather. I wonder if any of us could actually make it through a day without mentioning the weather. It's all we ever seem to talk about. But yes, it is beautiful today, and I've got a big woolly jumper on. Anyway, this little park is quite... I'm a little bit disappointed, if I'm perfectly honest. It popped up on a search that I did of Leeds, and it sounded really, really quaint. The I'll call it a penny pincher, Penny Pocket Park. What a great name! What a brilliant name! But it used to be part of the graveyard for the Minster that I've just walked past, and in fact, behind me you can probably see some of the graves. They're kind of quite eerily positioned on a bank. It's yeah, it's a bit weird. And yeah, it's probably not quite as nice as what I'd thought, but nevertheless, it's a quiet corner to just sit and have something to eat. As I say, I've had no breakfast today. I am absolutely starving. So that's another beauty of coming on a train, because you always get good food places, don't you? And I've got Marks and Spencer's food, so I just nipped in and I've picked up a little salad. I have got golden chicken and grains salad. Sounds very healthy, doesn't it? And a bottle of water. My God, that was weird. So I've gone into, I keep wanting to call it Penny Pincher's Park, but it feels a bit like a Penny Pincher's Park, if I'm perfectly honest. It sounded really nice when I looked it up, but I don't know if I'm just at the wrong end of the town. It's been a long time since I've come to Leeds, so I've kind of lost touch. I mean, it is a little bit out on the, it is a little bit on the outskirts, so you do tend to get a few, shall we say, slightly odd characters. But I just kind of sat down, and there was a couple, and they were just sat on the grass normally. I didn't give it really a second thought at all. But then I saw them watching me, and it felt a bit odd. Anyway, I didn't think they were far enough away from me. But then they walked over, they got one of those electric scooters, and they came within about 2 meters of me. They propped up the scooter at the side of a tree and leant against the tree and just started kind of, well, let's just say getting a bit amorous. They needed a room. I don't know if they were trying to tempt me. It was all very, very weird. I put my camera away quickly because I thought I'm really on edge now. I'm looking over my shoulder and stuff. I've found a little safer spot. I'm actually sat in the churchyard now. I've got my back against a tree so nobody can creep up on me. Yeah, I don't know if they were kind of stalking me out for a robbery. It did feel a little bit like that, but they might have just been wanting a menage a trois. You never know. It might be one of them parks. It felt weird. Anyway, I put my camera away quickly and I tried to film them on my phone. I don't know if I've got it. If I've got some, I will put them on. But it was so weird. I mean, why would you walk up to with somebody within a couple of metres and just start groping one another? And very, very odd. I don't think they were English. Not that I'm being racist or anything, but maybe that's the thing to do in the country that they're from. Anyway, I'm starving. I'm going to eat my lunch. And hopefully I won't get robbed or propositioned by anybody. I feel like a meerkat. I'm sat here looking around like this, looking for my predators. All I want to do is eat my lunch in a nice, quiet park. I'm sure there are so many better places to eat your lunch, but it was just like, I'm here, I'm starving. I've just discovered it's really good having your camera facing you because I've got a good screen. It acts as like a wing mirror so I can see behind me if anybody's creeping up. It's really not a scary place, Leeds. It's just I think I found the scary corner. Well, I have to say I didn't enjoy that. I enjoyed the salad, thank you, Marks and Spencer's. That was very, very nice. However, I don't know. Just felt uncomfortable. I wish now I had just gone to a cafe or something and made a little bit more of my lunchtime. I just thought it would be nice to sit out in the sunshine, but unfortunately some weirdos decided to spoil it. Across there is what once was 42 The Coles. Now, I came and stayed here for one of my birthday celebrations. I think I was probably about 19, 20 at the time. And that was a really, really trendy hotel to go to. And it was fantastic. It was just me and my girlfriend, and we had a beautiful suite. And one of those windows overlooking the canal was our room. And I remember there was a fishing rod in there so you could literally open the window. Not that you would fish out of your hotel bedroom window, but it was just, it was a nice little touch and it was fab. And I'm really sad that it's closed. It feels a bit dilapidated down here, I have to say. It's a gorgeous part of the city. This is kind of the old part of the city and it's really lovely on the canal. But it just feels a little bit tired. And I hate to say this because I don't want to be negative because I absolutely love Leeds, but it feels a little bit dodgy. I've probably come to the complete wrong end of town and it might be well known for it around there, but it just doesn't feel like it used to around here. There you go, there's actually a sign, it's for sale, boutique, hotel and restaurant. Yes, would somebody please come and buy 42 The Coles so I can relive some of my misspent teens, go back and have a night in that hotel. It was the best. It was such a good night. Really, really got fond memories of that place. I'm going to take you somewhere now where I know 100% is going to be a lot more civilised and a little bit quieter. Right in the heart of Leeds, just off Commercial Street, lies one of the city's best kept secrets. This is Leeds Library, the oldest surviving subscription library in the UK. Founded in 1768, it's a hidden gem steeped in history and packed with over 140,000 books covering centuries of knowledge, literature and culture. Step inside and you are instantly transported. The creaking floorboards, ornate iron balconies and warm wooden shelves seem to whisper stories of the past.
But this isn't just a museum of old books. The Leeds Library is a living, breathing space. It's still a working library with members using it for study, reading, research, and quiet reflection. What makes it so special is how untouched it feels. Many of the original features from the 1808 building are still intact, including the spiral staircases and the rolling ladders used to reach the highest shelves. So whether you're a history buff, a literature lover, or just someone looking for a peaceful spot away from the city rush, the Leeds Library is well worth a visit. It's a reminder that behind the bustling modern streets of Leeds, there is a rich cultural legacy waiting to be explored, if you know where to look. So next time you're in town, pop in, because you don't have to be a member to take a peek.
How incredible was that library? I wanted to call it museum then. The library, it was absolutely stunning. It reminded me a bit of the one out of Ghostbusters on a smaller scale. The books, oh, it just smelled like pages of books. Absolutely loved it.
Oh, Kirk Gate Market. I have not been in here before. Should we have a quick look around? Now, I have to say, I do love a good market. It just brings back so many memories from when I was a little girl. My grandma always had a market stall, and yeah, I used to spend a lot of time with her on there, and I love it. But look at these gorgeous fish stalls. If I liked fish and I cooked fish, I would be rather excited now because these look really nice, don't they? But unfortunately, yeah, it's just not my bag. Nice fresh fruit and veg. Do you know what? I think I've picked the wrong day again, haven't I? Everything seems empty. There's a couple open, including this little flower stall here. This is nice. Come and get your summer flowers. Make your garden look pretty. But what an absolutely gorgeous building. This is stunning. Beautiful stone flags. Yeah, I can imagine on like one of the main days it gets really quite busy, and I'd like to think it gets quite busy in here, but unfortunately these places have so much competition now, don't they, from the high street and the internet and things, so it's yeah, markets just don't seem to be what they used to be when my grandma had one. But right, let's head back out here and Vicar Lane. So this is the area that I want to go and have a look around.
Now this is where I should have gone for lunch instead of scrimping and flipping saving.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on.
Now this, I have to say, is really surprising. So when I used to come, when I was younger, I was a bit obsessed with designer stuff, and I would always head to Victoria Quarter. But it's dead. I don't know if that is a sign of the times. It is so quiet now. People from Leeds, is Tuesday notoriously a quiet day. But I'm surprised because the rest of the city seems really, really busy, but it's just, I mean, people clearly don't have the money for, you know, high-end goods anymore, do they? They're clearly pumping some air freshener into, through the air conditioning, and it does smell incredible. I am completely getting distracted, and I'm going to head Oh,
God loves you and cares about your life.
Oh, thank you very
Have a
much.
wonderful day.
You too, my love. God loves me. At least someone does. Yeah, I got a little bit distracted going into is it Kirk Gate Market. I've not been in there. Absolutely gorgeous building, but yeah, a lot of the units were closed. So maybe Tuesday is the day of closing. I've picked the wrong day yet again. Last week in Ashbourne, this week in Leeds. Sod's law.
Looks like we made it. How far we've come, my baby. Must have took a long way. We knew we'd make it someday. They say up there, I'll never make it, but just at it. Holding on, so together still going strong.
I'd got £1 in my pocket, just ready for the first busker. Hey, I'm prepared now. I'm a fully fledged vlogger. God, I am absolutely shattered. It's a further walk than what I thought it was going to be. It's still definitely walking distance, but it's so hot today and I've got a jumper on. I hope they've got a cafe in here. I hope they're selling Percy pigs. Anyway, let's go and have a look, shall we? I'm quite excited about this. It's going to be like a bit of nostalgia, I think. Do I need to sign in? Do I need to do anything? Just have a look round. Thank you. Have you got any bathrooms anywhere as well? Straight down there. Thank you so much. I've just done a full-on change in the bathroom. Thank God I brought a spare t-shirt. I think for the first time in my life, I might actually be organised. So I'm not as hot and sweaty now. I asked if they've got a cafe. They don't have a cafe here, but he says, no, we've got a room that you can go and make yourself a drink. I mean, how nice is that? I love that. Great touch. Shall we have a look round? It doesn't look a massive place, but yeah, I think it's going to bring back lots of memories.
Oh, there's a few classics on this wall. Oh, flipping heck. Yeah, I'm sure we had a tray like this. So the first penny bazaar was in Kirk Gate Market, which coincidentally I took you round a few moments ago. I'd like to say I planned it, but I didn't, although I'm going to claim it. So what could we have got in that penny bazaar? We could have got some, oh yes, a lovely tea towel or some big scrubbing brushes. Things have moved on a little bit, haven't they? A ball of string and a wooden spoon. What every household needs. I tell you what, I feel kind of sorry for Marks and Spencer's at the minute with this cyber attack. They've been hit really hard, haven't they? It's cost them millions. Yeah. So we've got a little film going on in there. I'll come back and have a look at that. Some pretty dresses. Oh gosh. I can't say anything other than the tray so far is ringing any bells with me. I think this was a little bit before my time. Very pretty nonetheless. That looks like a Queen's handbag, doesn't it? Or a Maggie Thatcher handbag. Do you know, I think is my camera blurry? It is, isn't it? It's really not behaving well today, this camera. I'm sorry, I apologise if you keep getting blurry bits. Let's have a look at what this film's all about.
Long before the start of the Second World War, M&S was making preparations so that our business would be ready. We employed an air raid precautions officer in March 1938 and started training staff in air raid precautions, known as ARP. War was declared in September 1939. Hundreds of colleagues joined the forces, like the men in these photos, all M&S employees who joined the Royal Army Ordnance Corps. We were also helping to feed evacuated children and training canteen workers. While serving in the Navy, he was stranded on a lifeboat for 19 days.
And then the food came along. I have to say, it's all about food now, isn't it, Marks and Spencer's? It used to feel really upmarket, and I don't think it does so much for clothes these days, but definitely for food. But let's have a look. They've got some classic. You see, I'm sorry, it is really blurry, my camera. You can't see that properly. A nice caftan. Oh, look at this. Oh, you see, that's a nice little number, isn't it? You see, that would not be out of place in today's fashion. Yeah, not feeling the love for this one. Oh, look at these. These are a bit dapper, aren't they? Flipping heck. Are they pyjamas? Surely that's not a suit. The kids' clothes. Oh, these are the old uniforms. Oh dear, yeah. It's a bit matronly, isn't it? Oh, now I remember that stripy one. It's very boring, but yeah, I do remember that quite well. And they've moved on now to a polo shirt. Some more classic dresses, a classic double-breasted button-through dress. That's quite pretty. So do these ring any bells for any of you guys? This looks a little bit more modern day, doesn't it?
We follow the slip and negligee in all over lace. Now the younger styles, specially designed for the smaller figure. We continue with a variety of double nighties with brushed underskirts for warmth with glamour. And the lace too is all dry nylon.
You want the nightshirts next?
And just some of the fabulous colour range of double nighties, all dry nylon at Marks and Spencer now.
Oh, this is the Bella Freud stuff. Unfortunately, I missed out on these. I didn't realise they'd done a collaboration until it was too late. It's a nice little stripy number. Is that terry toweling? Oh my goodness, I'm so pleased we don't have to wear lingerie like that these days. I really like the home stuff that they do. I think they have some really nice pieces. And there you go, all on a wall from start to current day. They've had a few logo changes along the way, haven't they?
Well, that was enjoyable. A bit smaller than what I thought. I thought there might have been more clothing and things, but nonetheless it's nice and it's worth a visit, and actually really quite interesting. I couldn't film all that little video because of copyright and music and things like that, so but it was amazing actually what they did during the war efforts. So yeah, really interesting, something different when you come to Leeds. They also had some of their new Bella Freud collaboration stuff in there, that honey jumper. I've got my Bella Freud t-shirt on. That was very apt, wasn't it? Thank God I brought this. I was absolutely, gosh, wringing wet through when I got there, just keeping that jumper on. It is quite a walk, I mean, it's not a massive walk from the city centre, but it's when it's hot and you've not got a drink or anything. Yes. It's testing. I'm not going to bother with my map on my phone because, quite frankly, it's taken me on a right wild goose chase to get here. It's amazing how crap I am at reading maps. To say I used to be a pilot, I don't know if I've just lost the ability or I ever had it to start off with. Yes, I'm going to just follow my nose and hopefully I will get there. It's a pretty big nose, so, you know, I should be okay on that front. It's quite funny, I'm just heading back down the way that I started walking past the same busker and he's singing the same song. So he's not getting another pound off me. Cheers. I've decided to treat myself to a gin and tonic. This is one of the bonuses of coming into the city on the train. I don't have to worry about driving, so I can have a drink. So I'm in the Alchemist in the Trinity Centre, and it's the first time I've been in here. It's really nice. I'm going to have a look around some of the shops. You'll be pleased to know I'm not going to take you around the shops because I think we've done enough today. I have realised why I've stopped coming to places like this on nights out, because I've literally just paid £13.65 for this, a gin and tonic. I mean, it's Tanqueray Seville, so it's probably a slightly better gin. And I might have accidentally on purpose asked for a double. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.